Hi, it's Sunday, and this will be my last update for the weekend, and not sure when I'll be back on. I'll be back on for openings. That shouldn't affect much, and we'll see what I can do. I don't know. I've been spending today organizing because things have been coming in but not going into a place. They've just been piling up, and it was starting to come into this room from my craft room. I could not even get to my craft table. I couldn't make the cards I wanted to make because there was no space on my card table, my craft table. So I spent a bunch of time going through this room and moving things around to stuff that I haven't touched in the last year that I'm not using. I moved into an upper shelf in the craft room so that I have more room for stuff that I am using to get it off the counter space and onto the bookshelves. And then fixing up my nook where I do my hand sewing and cat sitting on my recliner. But I have a little area there where if I'm leaning back in the recliner, the light hits me. But if I want to do hand sewing, the light is behind me. So I put a floor lamp there and just moving things around so they're more handy and what I need. And like putting I hung a little basket on the wall over there in case I have something I need to put in there, in that corner. So that's what I've been doing today. Last night, I was able, after my husband went to bed, I had cleaned the floor downstairs, mopped it, and got it all nice so I could take my Cottage Twirl down there that I did with Miriam at Stitch Obsessed, her sew along, so I could get it sandwiched. So I have this sandwiched. So if I'm capable of seeing lines at all, I could work on this too. Plus my no foul play. But it's pretty big. So this is the backing. I got 108 backing fabric, and this is the front. But this is going to be quilted on my domestic Bernina. So I'm going to be getting shoulder and back exercise. But anyway, got to get that folded back up again. The other thing that I'm working on is I went to Sew Chateau in Lisbon, Maine. Beautiful quilt store. And I saw she had a Lori Holts panel. A Lori Holts panel that's Zippy Bags. I guess there's Zippy Bags 1, 2, and 3 panels. But I got the Zippy Bag 3 panel. And she gives you instructions on here. And the instructions on here are just basically sewing it together, and with no lining or batting. I was like, that doesn't seem like Lori Holts. She usually does all the extra stuff. And it said on here to go to her tutorial on YouTube titled Zippy Bags. So I did that. Oh yeah, she gives you instructions for all kinds of extra stuff on it. And here's part of the panel. The panel has 8 bags, but this is one of the panels for the bag. And she shows you where to cut it for the zipper, to install the zipper. See? And her tutorial was wonderful. So this is the larger pouches, and then she also had some zippers that go with for the colors that go with the bag. They didn't have Zippy Bag Zippers 3, so I got one. They all basically are mostly the same colors anyway. But what she noted on her video was that she likes to use the double zippers, because when you're installing those, you put these all off to the side, and then you got it's easier to work with. And then you don't have, like when you have one zipper and you have to cut it to the size, there's always one end where you're trying to pull it together. I don't know if you noticed that, but it does happen. It's like you're always trying to get that lined up on the one end where it opens, and this way both ends are closed when you bring them into the middle, and it's easy to sew over them, and they line up really nicely. And I didn't realize that until I watched her video, that that's a good reason to have these double zipper pulls. Boy, you learn something new. You never know it all. There's always something to learn in all of things in life, but especially in quilting. So anyway, I'm hoping that I'd be able to maybe get some stuff cut out today still, and little things that I'd be able to work on. Maybe I'll be able to work on. If not, I have plenty to do. Otherwise, that I can keep busy if I can't do actual sewing. But I'm thinking if I put a patch over my right eye, this eye still sees with my glasses. Just keep a patch over my right eye, and I should be able to see fine with this eye for the next 2 weeks anyway, until I get this eye done. Then I might be in trouble. But yeah, so if I'm on and you see me with an eye patch over here, maybe I'll be on without an eye patch, unless it messes up my vertigo. Anyway, we'll see. I also have this, got this ready. This is my eye drop chart that I have to use for putting eye drops in. This is for my right eye, so I'll be doing this for the next 2 weeks. And then I will be adding in my left eye, so I'll be doing 2 eye drop charts in 2 weeks after I get the left eye done. So yeah, I've already got 2 drops put in for today. I got to do 4 today, and tomorrow's the surgery. 4 more of those drops, and then 4 more of another drop. Wait 5 minutes between each drop. And then the third day, Tuesday, I have 3 different drops that I have to do, each of them 4 times a day. That's why I'm like, this could be my job. All right. That's all I got for news. And I hope you had a good weekend. I have. It's been really great. We pulled the weeds in the area where we're going to plant the garlic. So my husband asked me to help him with that, since I don't believe I'm supposed to do like really physical stuff. So I probably won't until I get the go-ahead. I'll find out, I guess, on Tuesday at my post-op visit when I can start like using muscles again. But I don't want to, I looked at YouTube videos for cataract surgery, and they were like, you need to make sure you don't, that you're not doing things so that your lens moves out of place, because it's been put in place. So I want to make sure I don't move my lens until it heals into the right place. All right. Have a great time. Oh, I also went through, a friend gave me some of her old sewing stuff, because she's moving to California. Her and her husband have to move to California to be with her daughter, because they can't take care of the house by themselves anymore. She gave me some stuff, and I just went through that too. That was part of the accumulated stuff that got piled. So I was able to sort all of that, and I found all kinds of treasures. But I found these, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to put those in my slow stitch journal, and it'll be like a memory. It'll be I'll have part of my friend Jean in my slow stitch journal. And then also there was this little strawberry that came off a pin cushion. Maybe I'll add that to the front. So that's it. All right. Have a great Sunday night, and I will too. Oh, and you notice I got my little Christmas tree up. Bottom lights are burned out. But you know what? That's okay. I still got some lights on there, and that's fine with me. Maybe I'll put ornaments down there on the bottom. All right, have a great day. Bye.